Battle Masters is a board game by Milton Bradley made in collaboration with Games Workshop in 1992. It is a game that simulates the type of battles as seen in Warhammer Fantasy Battle, but with much simpler game mechanics not based on its parent game. The game, like its sibling Milton Bradley, Games Workshop Partnerships HeroQuest and Space Crusade, was designed by Stephen Baker, who later went on to design the popular game HeroScape. In Germany it is called Die Claymore Saga, in France Seigneurs de Guerre, and in the Netherlands Ridderstrijd. Gameplay. Battle Masters focuses on a battle between the forces of good, or the Empire, against the forces of evil, or Chaos, which is a combined army including forces from the Chaos and Orcs and Goblins armies of the Warhammer Fantasy setting, including creatures such as ogres. The game is played on a large vinyl mat which is painted to look like a battlefield with large, almost 8-inch, hexes superimposed on it. A large number of plastic miniatures included in the game are similar in size and style to the Warhammer miniatures produced by Games Workshop. However, instead of individual bases they are designed to be mounted on unit bases of 5 infantry or 3 cavalry miniatures. The figures are all unpainted, so they are ready for players to decorate any way they wish. Some decals are included that are ready to be used out of the box on the figures. The decals mostly go on the shields of the various units. The miniature units and a few terrain pieces are placed on the vinyl mat based on the setup described in the scenarios booklet. The gameplay goes through a series of turns by drawing cards. When a card is drawn, the unit or units whose picture is on the card is allowed to first move and then attack. In some instances the card may show multiple units, in which case all of those units may move and attack. 2 special units exist with unique movement, attack rules: the Ogre Champion and the Mighty Cannon. They are also mounted as individuals on the unit bases. Forces. Chaos. The Champions of Chaos unit is the Chaos General, Gorfist, himself. It is the main cavalry of the Chaos forces. It has the highest dice rating and its special card is a charge, where it can roll extra die. The other mounted forces of Chaos are Wolf Riders. The player gets 2 Wolf Rider units. They are extremely weak in combat, but can move quickly. They are most commonly pictured unit in the Chaos cards, and their special cards lets them move 2 spaces instead of 1. When an Ogre Champion card is played, the 6 Ogre cards are shuffled and drawn one at a time. The Ogre must then move in the order of the cards, then the Ogre Champion must move and attack in that order, but can always choose not to take the action. For every wound the Ogre takes, he draws 1 less card. The Ogre Champion has 6 hit points, while all other units have only 3. Chaos Archers are the only ranged units in the Chaos Army. They can only attack or move and they are unaffected by ditches. Chaos Warriors are powerful infantry for the Chaos Army. They can roll combat dice of 4, where most infantry can attack with only 3. Orcs are standard infantry for the Chaos Army. They roll 3 dice in combat. Beastmen are standard infantry for the Chaos Army. They are identical to Orcs in all but the model used. Goblins are weak infantry for the Chaos Army. They roll 2 dice in combat. Imperial Army. The Lord Knights unit is the equivalent to the Champions of Chaos. They have 5 attack dice, plus their own charge card, and 1 that they share with the Imperial Knights. They make up 1 unit of the Imperial Army. The second group of mounted units is the Imperial Knights, though they are not quite as powerful as the attack with 4 dice. They also have a special charge card that allows them an extra attack. They make up 3 units of the Imperial Army. Men-at-Arms are the rank-and-file infantry of the Imperial Army. They roll 3 dice in combat and make up 3 units of the army. Imperial Crossbowmen are a unit type unique to the Imperial Army. They function the same as archers, as they can only move or attack. However, their range is 3 spaces instead of 2. They make up 1 unit of the Imperial Army. Imperial archers can either move or attack, but not both like other units. They are unaffected by ditches and have a range of 2 spaces. They make up 2 units of the Imperial Army. The mighty cannon also moves and attacks differently than other units. The player who is the Empire selects a target and places the pieces at random between the cannon and the selected target. The cannon tiles are then flipped over. If it shows a cannonball flying, move to the next unit. If it shows a cannonball bouncing, the unit on that square takes 1 skull token and continues to the next tile. If it shows an explosion, the unit is destroyed and the cannon's turn has ended. In the event that an explosion happens right next to the cannon, it is a misfire. Another cannon tile must be placed on the cannon and its effect applied. It makes up 1 unit of the Imperial Army. Terrain. There are several obstacles and markers the players can add to the board to change the layout of the battlefield. Tiles that can be included are marshes, ditches, extra river fords. The tower can also be added on most game spaces to be used as an added bonus to the army that controls it. Expansions. 2 expansion packs were released for the game: Imperial Lords and Chaos Warband, which were meant to be used as reinforcements. However, no new playing cards were introduced, meaning these were moved using existing cards. The extra units were Imperial Lords, 1 unit of Imperial Lords *, 1 unit of Imperial Knights, 1 unit of Men-at-Arms, 2 units of Archers, 1 unit of Crossbowmen, 1 extra Mighty Cannon unit, Chaos Warband, 2 units of Chaos Lords *, 5 units of Beastmen, 2 extra Ogre units. The * Imperial Lords and * Chaos Lords are new units, although they're the same as the Lord Knights and Champions of Chaos units, respectively, except that they take only 1 hit to kill instead of 3. The game also introduced a points system, which was designed to calculate a winner if the game needed to be finished early, somewhat similar to chess. The points for each kill given to the opposing team were Imperial Army Mighty Cannon 10 PTS, Lord Knights 9 PTS, Imperial Lords 8 PTS, Imperial Knights 8 PTS, Archers 6 PTS, Crossbows 5 PTS, Men-at-Arms 4 PTS, Chaos Army Champions of Chaos 9 PTS, Chaos Lords 8 PTS, Ogre 8 PTS, Wolf Riders 5 PTS, Chaos Warriors 5 PTS, Orc 5 PTS, Beastmen 4 PTS, Goblin 4 PTS, Archers 4 PTS.